And good evening and welcome to the Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight. I'm Demi DeSoto. Tonight we're coming to you live from Red Robin. I guess you could say thanks to Bill Powell and his crew here, Sam, Amanda, all of them, Christina, all the job being here tonight. As you can see, this guy is here. Wearing purple. Would you expect no less? But BG Gould, Beach, thanks for being here tonight.
My pleasure, Demi.
I'll tell you, we got a lot of stuff. Somebody's having a birthday. You can hear the clapping. Here comes the big song. Oh, they're not going to sing? Oh, okay. All right, so anyway, we're at Red Robin tonight. We're going to talk about the playoffs that are upon us. We have the 6A all the way down to the 1A. Lots of stuff going on, some surprises. I mean, there's been some things that have happened, some things that haven't happened. Some of our local teams are turning in gear. Which we didn't want to see, but we still got a couple horses in the race. We'll talk about that. We're going to break down all the levels coming up in just a minute. We are at Red Robin here in the Red Robin Red Zone. Thanks to Bill and the gang for having us here. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll start off by breaking down the 6A bracket and what's going to be happening. We'll talk about Tablerock Sports coverage because this coming up Friday night, we got 6A, 5A, both on the internet and on radio. We'll tell you all about that when we come back after these messages here on Tablerocksports.net.
I like to turn an average day into an extraordinary day. Finding the perfect snack for my family is never boring. Make time for what's important and live life full circle at My Circle K.
Your Bi-Mart membership just got better. Our pharmacy is your one-stop shop for everything you need to keep your family healthy, including flu shots. The best way to prevent the flu is to get vaccinated early. At Bi-Mart, we have 2 types of flu vaccines currently available. Just check with the pharmacist at your neighborhood Bi-Mart for days and times. Get ready for your flu season at Bi-Mart.
Bill's Glass, covering the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. New vinyl windows, shower enclosures, windshield repair. Trust the industry leader. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Advanced Glass in Grants Pass. Bill's Glass is the clear choice in Southern Oregon for over 40 years. From any room in your home to your vehicle. Locally owned, family run. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Advanced Glass in Grants Pass.
And we welcome you back to Red Robin. It's the Southern Oregon Sports Night Show, Tablerock Sports, on our YouTube channel. We thank you for subscribing and being with us. You know, we're talking football now. We got the godfather of the SOC. There is no SOC anymore, right?
No, it's the Southwest Conference.
This season. What do they call it now? Southwest Conference?
Yeah.
We're not a hybrid?
No.
We're not a diesel?
No.
We're not a gas guzzling?
Nope.
It's just the Southwest Conference. Okay.
Southwest Conference.
All right, so we have these brackets here. If you've never seen them, they're on the OSAA website. You can get them, download them in PDF form and all that. But BG Gould is here with us. And BG, first round, 6A. Any surprises to you? I mean, I expected Jesuit to roll Jefferson, which they did.
Yeah.
Any surprises there?
No. You know, Jesuit's always been at the top of the rankings all year, and
who North Medford lost to last year in the playoffs.
Yeah, and they're at home. They were at home against Jeff. So.
And according to this, they're at home as long as they keep winning.
Yeah.
So now Westview though just rolling Lake Oswego. That kind of caught me. I mean, beating them didn't surprise me. Rolling them did.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, Lake Oswego was down this year, and they. Situation, and I don't know if that hurt. They had to unfortunately forfeit a game against Sugar between 30 and 40.
Yikes.
And so Steve tried to get the team back to it, just wasn't the same, and Westview has a high power offense, so
yeah, very fast. Kind of like the Rams' greatest show on turf, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right, so now Beaverton, rolling Willamette. Now, we've seen Willamette a couple times. You've seen them a couple times there at the big house.
Yeah.
A good little team, a surprising little team
Yeah,
with what they got.
Yeah, like I said, not knowing Beaverton, I've seen them.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah, but
They had the kid from Beaverton a couple years ago go to Cal, didn't he?
yeah.
Yeah.
So Kevin Riley.
Yeah.
But yeah, that surprised me, the difference in the score.
Yeah, I mean, but Willamette, moving up, they were just 5A a couple years ago, and now they're playing up in the 6A, making the playoffs. So good job for them moving up into the 6A.
Oh, yeah. Great job by the Wolverines.
All right, so then Tualatin, a pretty good team, as always, and then Wilson, another, PIL school. That one very close. You had a number 8 against a number 25, but only a 4-point differential in the score.
Yeah, and Tualatin was 0-9 last year. They brought in a new coach from California, and he had a high-power offense down in a high school, I believe, down in Southern California, and he's got the Timberwolves back in the second round.
They are. Now, here's one that you don't expect is from Central Catholic doubling up McNary, but I mean, for the big bad Central Catholic, you'd expect them like the old days of Nebraska winning 60 to whatever, but 42-21 over McNary.
Like I said, they're the two-time defending. They started out slow and got drilled by that big powerhouse from Los Angeles, and so now they're back in the race for the blue trophy again, and they'll
be a contender.
They'll be a contender.
And then, right here, this is who South Medford would have played had they beat Clackamas. But South Medford, I mean, now this one you're pretty familiar with. I mean, they went up, they came out of the gate, they were strong, they were up 21-10, and then didn't score in the second half.
Yeah,
what went south? No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. They just got tired trying to tackle the. In talking to Coach Singler earlier this week, they just got tired trying to tackle the big offensive line and to stop the draw. And what hurt South Medford later on in the season is when they lost Manawai, the big defensive lineman, to a broken elbow, and teams that normally doesn't run against South started finding the holes and
taking advantage of the opportunity.
And the defensive line couldn't stop the opposing horses.
Now, here's one that kind of caught me off guard. Sunset beating Sprague. That one kind of caught me.
That did, because
the Olympians have always been a big powerhouse.
Yeah, and I saw, like I said, I saw Sunset earlier this year, and they got a good quarterback coming, up, and they just maybe not reading the article, got turnovers, and capitalized on probably turnovers.
Now, here's one that was really no surprise to me, and to me, I voted in the media polls on Oregon Live all season long. To me, Sheldon is number one. I mean, they are just all of that and a bag of chips.
Yeah, they are. The whole coaching staff, I know the whole coaching staff up at Sheldon. They've been there, they've done that, and they are a machine right now.
It's just another day at the office for them.
Another day at the office.
And I'll say that Herbert kid, he is the real deal.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for his knee injury last year, they would probably won state.
Well, when we were up there, when I was there calling the game for North Medford, in 3 quarters, he passed 4 touchdowns and ran for 2, had 100 yards rushing, and kicked a field goal.
Oh, yeah.
And that's in 3 quarters.
Uh-huh. They like
and
said,
that's against a good defense. North had a pretty good defense, only allowing 20 points a game.
Oh, yeah. They, like you said, they're a machine, and I wouldn't be surprised.
On their side of the bracket, they're going to have to go through very strong. You know their coach really well.
Yeah, Chris Miller.
Yeah, and he schools. You know, West Lynn just always a
Weeks ago, threw his first intercept, and I think he's got like 32 touchdown passes.
Yeah, he's something else. He really is. Now, West Salem, or before we even get into that, West Salem, what's with the black turf? I mean, is it like the Boise blue turf?
I think so.
Chris and I did a soccer. Remember the soccer game we did up there, Chris, at West Salem on that black turf? That was just really eerie.
They decided to, go different. Like Boise State's blue turf and Eastern Washington's red turf. So they got a deal from Steve Corey at Field Turf, and they decided to go black. The only drawback is in the early games in August, it's real hot.
I bet that probably draws a lot of heat. But, Chris, you remember that when we did the soccer games there with Gomez and carrying the semifinal for the girls?
Well, Demi, that game, I think we could have used any heat on the field that we could get. It was a cold one up there.
That was, but that field is something else. But West Salem over Franklin, 32 zip, so they move on.
Yep.
So the matchup in the next round there, West Salem and West Lynn, Sunset and Sheldon, Clackamas and Central Catholic. That one should be a pretty good game. Beaverton and Tualatin, I think that's going to be a pretty good game. Westview and Jesuit, I think Jesuit's got the better handle of that.
Yeah.
Oregon City, wow, they are for real too. 53-15 winners over Southridge. They face up against South Salem.
Yeah, their coach was came from West Albany the last couple of years, so they've
the Bulldogs?
Yes.
Yes. We should play mascot trivia, huh? I'm going to quiz you on all these.
Okay.
I used to do that with Kelly Porter. We'd always have mascot trivia.
Oh, yeah.
So South Salem, who we saw last week, and I mean, they're a very good team, very good quarterback. Their quarterback reminded me a lot of Justin Herbert. He's big, he's tall, he's coming off an injury.
Yeah.
But he's got that Steve Grogan kind of 6'4", 225. Yep. And when he takes a stride, it's like 2.5 yards.
Oh, yeah, and I saw the highlights of that game, and they beat North's defensive backs to the punch the whole night.
Oh, yeah. They would throw that streak down the sideline, and, I mean, it was just – and, Chris, you saw it too. I mean, it was just beautiful, nice spirals right to the flag that only his guy could get to.
Yeah, Demi, that did not look like a high school quarterback.
No, he looked like he was at least a junior college, a JUCO player, a men with boys is what he looked like.
And I found out he's going to play baseball at U of O.
U of O, yeah, going the baseball route. So South Salem goes up against Oregon City. Lincoln, we were just up at Lincoln Tuesday, Chris and I, but that was for the South Medford boys soccer, who the only game all season long that they don't score a goal and they lose.
They lose.
Yeah, to probably my favorite coach name in all of high school sports, Facundo Di Pasquale. He played for the Sounders and a great coach, really nice guy. But they got the win over South Medford boys. And Josh Desmond, what a great job he's done all year.
He did.
You know, just him and his whole with Jaime and Claudio, just a great group of guys doing a great job. So Lincoln moves on. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Our local Southwest Conference team, Grants Pass, rolling Forest Grove. Wow, 63-7.
Yeah, like I said, at the start of the year, Grants Pass, we knew they were going to be up there. They had like 30 seniors, and they
high hopes, and then boom, first game, quarterback's out.
But they found a pretty good backup.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Kind of alternated how they're going to run it.
And if it goes down to the kick, I will put all my money on Jackson Clark.
Yep, he's got a foot, man. I'll tell you what, accurate, long, straight, right down the middle, and he's got big hogs up front to give him time to kick.
Oh yeah, and I've known Jackson since they were in high school.
There you go.
For Grants Pass.
So Grants Pass at Lincoln. That Reese and Christopher Phillips and Lincoln Tigard at Centennial. Tigard, a perennial, they didn't basically who peaks at the right time.
And Craig Rucker's a great coach during the playoffs, and they got a pretty good, coach.
Okay. So Tigard and Sherwood, the last matchup, those are your teams in round 2. Westview at Jesuit, Beaverton at Tualatin, Clack at West Lynn, Oregon City at South Salem, Grants Pass at Lincoln, and Tigard at Sherwood. Are your 6A finals. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight. I'm Demi DeSoto. That's BG Cool. You know him, me, I don't know if you know me or not. Anyway, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll break down the 5A and more as we continue here on Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight on Tablerocksports.net.
As a result of a distracted driving crash. The use of the cell phone itself involves 3 different types of distractors. Visual, and that takes your eyes off the road. Manual, and that takes your hands off the wheel. Take a moment to think about it. Every day, more than 15 people are killed as a result of a distracted driving crash. The use of the cell phone itself involves 3 different types of distractors. Visual, and that takes your eyes off the road. Manual, and that takes your hands off the wheel. And
Right here, Southern Oregon. It's the place we call home. Some say it's the climate, others say it's the community support for one another. The place where our pioneering, giving local spirit meets the patriotic pride of our local servicemen. A community that gets stronger together as a whole. Since 1956, Road Credit Union has been right here in our town, owned by the members and focused on the members. We're more than an auto loan. We're Road Credit Union. Living local. It's a road thing.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
What are you doing way out here?
Streaming music videos.
You got US Cellular, right?
Yep.
And you don't.
What's your point?
Well, US Cellular would have you streaming videos or calling someone with a ladder right now. Oh, bump it up. With US Cellular, now the middle of nowhere is the middle of anywhere.
Visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent with 6 locations. Now open in South Medford off Center Drive. Get great deals on the best network at Siskiyou Cellular.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Lane with the Medford Police Department, here to talk to you about distracted driving. Every day, more than 15 people are killed as a result of a distracted driving crash. The use of the cell phone itself involves 3 different types of distractors. Visual, and that takes your eyes off the road. Manual, and that takes your hands off the wheel. And cognitive, and that takes your mind off of driving. This all equates to your 5,000-pound vehicle traveling down the road with no one in control. Please take a moment to think about it. Thanks.
It came together about a little bit over a year ago. I was looking to get out of the Army. I've been in for 10 years and doing a pan-US search for the best job, and came across this opening that Providence wanted to do. They wanted to start a sports medicine program in Southern Oregon. We have a sports medicine program in the north, up in Eugene and in Portland, but nothing in the south. And enough here in the valley. We've had several doctors who, orthopedic surgeons who are sports medicine, not a specific program. And so what Providence has done is brought me in a little bit over a year ago. We've also come and put athletic trainers through, on Providence's, at Eagle Point, at Crater. We have them at South Medford, at Phoenix. And these athletic trainers are dealing with the athletes one-on-one on a daily basis. If they have questions, text daily from them, ask. I have multiple days that I hold open just for these high school athletes to get them in.
Yeah, and that's at times.
With a lot of these athletes, it is, especially concussions. If there's a question.
I had a personal experience with that with my grandson and Medford's football team, and it was really all the right protocols and really out for the athlete, because he was pretty out of it for a few minutes.
Yeah, it can be really scary when you see your grandson sitting there on the ground, not responsive, or they need help being carried off the field. It can be scary, and luckily our folks know what they're doing, know certain protocols, and they know how to treat these kids. More importantly, because they're there on a daily basis, they really get to know the kids on a one-on-one basis. They know what their norm is, how they act normally, so they can tell and pick up when things are different. And the coaches are very responsive. So far, we're actually really excited with all the schools. All the coaches, all the athletic directors are very happy with what we're doing.
Excellent. And there's a great need for it. It's a great resource for the schools and the student athletes to have at their disposal.
Yeah. There's a lot of focus on college sports, pro sports, but not a whole lot on high school athletics. One of my passions is dealing with high school athletics. I think
mine as well.
Yeah, going back to my own personal high school career, we really didn't have that much exposure. And looking back now, there's a lot of us that were injured and could have done a lot more damage than what we did. Especially now with all the concussion management, high school sports are underrepresented because we aren't picking them up fast enough.
And you have therapy options. You can deal with injuries. You can deal with recoveries and help them along the way in all those facets of sports medicine.
Yeah, we have, along with athletic trainers, we have our physical therapy here at Central Point is set up to do physical therapy pretty much right away. I deal with them on a daily basis with multiple other physical therapies offices throughout the valley. We can get these athletes into rehab fast, quick, to get them back out faster. And even with some of our athletic trainers, they're dealing with these athletes on a daily basis and doing rehab with them as well.
Yeah. Can other folks outside those schools take advantage of these services?
Of course.
Yeah.
It's not schools, it's anybody in the valley.
Guy Mine from the Friday Night Tailgate Show with Tablerock Sports on 107 show. We're at Crater again like we were last prizes. Some of the people, dude, man, they're crazy. Down with Chuck Reeder. If you've never been there, you got to check that place out. Women's Fitness Company and a couple you're not going to want to miss out. This week, I'll begin mixing up some music with my boy 7 on Friday night. I'm going to be live at Crater if you want to come on down and say hi to me and Kylie. We're also going to be giving away some t-shirts and some stickers, some tattoos. Once again, you're not going to want to miss out. It's a fun opportunity to come meet a few cool people, know what's going on in the postseason. So yeah, like I said, tune in 6 to
Do you want to pay less for your next vehicle? Well, it all starts at lithiasuperstore.com.
I like to turn an average day into an extraordinary day. Finding the perfect snack for my family is never boring. Make time for what's important and live life full circle at My Circle K.
Bill's covering the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. New vinyl windows. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Advanced Glass in Grants Pass. Bill's Glass is choice in Southern Oregon for over 4.
And we're having chicken fries.
Everybody just calm down.
Again?
There's just no stopping true love. Chicken fries are back at Burger King.
And welcome back to Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight. I'm Demi DeSoto, along with Janisch. We're coming to you live from Red Robin. You see all the people back here having a good time. I'll tell you what has Crater put together this year?
Oh, they've got the quarterback and Struck. They got the full meal deal.
I'll tell you what, Coach Beck has got it on all cylinders.
To go to the running clock and midway through the
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, here's just a quick rundown of the 5A for you. Wilsonville at Liberty. Wilsonville, always a perennial power in the play. 49-14 winners over Hermiston. And Ashland still alive. They're going to be taking on Springfield. They're going to have their hands full.
Again. And it's I saw Ashland play Friday night. They got a couple good skilled guys, but it's going to be tough for Charlie Hall and the Grizzlies to take on the Millers.
Yeah, they're going to need a big game out of Sashi Penn, in the receiving end and the kick return game. And then the quarterback kid whose dad is a teacher at North. What's his name? I can't remember his name now.
Well, Weinberg?
Weinberg, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Weinberg, great teacher there at North. But they've got their hands full. Also coming up, Summit at Redmond. Boy, those east side schools are getting big now.
Yeah, and Summit's
Redmond, Summit, they're all contenders.
And Summit's
they got Bledsoe, don't they?
Bledsoe, yeah.
Not bad, North or South over there, they got an NFL guy coaching. What's the deal? Like all the NFL guys come to Oregon to retire and coach. Central, 46-28 winners over Hillsborough, so they can both roll up some points.
Yeah, they can both.
You got two teams who can roll up 45 points. Who's going to stop the other one is the big question.
Yeah, it is. because they're at home.
All right, taking a quick look at the 4A. At Cascade at Philomath, not Mazama, the Vikings, man, they're
The Banks, who beat you in a mud bowl.
Oregon?
Yes.
Barely.
Yeah.
And then you've got Marshfield at Scappoose, and then North Marion and North Bend, rounding out the 4A. In the 3A, you've got Salem Academy against Shaw. You've got Cascade Christian getting to go all the way to Vail.
To Vail, they've not knowing, the history, but seems that every year Cascade and Vail meet somewhere in the playoffs.
Somewhere down the road. I remember calling a game one year when they played Vernonia, and that was fun too. And so you got Coquille against Blanchette Catholic, and then Harrisburg against Santiam Christian in the 3A. In the 2A, we'll have Stanfield against Central Lynn, Burns against Kennedy, Imbler against the Regis Rams, Reedsport against Hepner, that's your 2A, and then 8-man football. That's always fun, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Powers and Adrian, they're always in it. Crane's always in it. Hosanna Christian, Perrydale, Wallawa, Doofer, where you had James Moose Ellison, the coach there for a year, won the couple state championships just out there on the other side of Mount Hood against Yoncalla. So there are your stats, your rundowns. We appreciate you being with us here tonight. I'm Demi DeSoto. This is B.G. Gould. We're coming to you live from Red Robin, and we appreciate you watching the Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight. Coming up Friday, Tablerock Sports, we will have Grants Pass at Lincoln. That game will be on Tablerocksports.net, pregame at 6:30, game at 7. We will also have the Central at Crater game. Jack Cosgrove will have that call on Tablerocksports.net. I'll have the call on radio with Brent Berry. That will be on 107.5. And then we'll have the tailgate show with Skymine. You heard from him earlier. He'll have that at 6 o'clock from Crater High School. Him, Gemini, Kylie from 107.5 KISS FM, bringing you all the fun, giving away prizes, shooting T-shirts into the crowd, getting the crowd all riled up. Where are you going to be on Friday?
There's a possibility I might be Sheldon Irish.
Wow.
I might take a trip with the referee crew who's from the Rogue Valley.
Oh, okay. Go up there and watch Sheldon play. All right. Well, we appreciate you being with us here from Red Robin in the Red Robin Red Zone. You can check it out. We invite you to come on down. Bill Powell, Sam, the manager here, the crew, they do a great job, and thank you for being one of our Table Rock sponsors all season long. On behalf of Christopher Janisch, B.G. Gould, I'm Demi DeSoto from Red Robin saying good night from Southern Oregon Sports Night. Check us out Friday on Tablerocksports.net.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Lane with the Medford Police Department, here to talk to you about distracted driving. Every day, more than 15 people are killed as a result of a distracted driving crash. The use of the cell phone itself involves 3 different types of distractors. Visual, and that takes your eyes off the road. Manual, and that takes your hands off the wheel. And cognitive, and that takes your mind off of driving. This all equates to your 5,000-pound vehicle traveling down the road with no one in control. Please take a moment to think about it. Thanks.
Right here, Southern Oregon. It's the place we call home. Some say it's the climate. Others say it's the community support for one another. The place where our pioneering, giving local spirit meets the patriotic pride of our local servicemen. A community that gets stronger together as a whole. Since 1956, Road Credit Union has been right here in our town. Owned by the members and focused on the members. We're more than an auto loan. We're Road Credit Union. Living local. It's a Rogue thing.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.